So before I begin, can I humbly request you all to kindly close your eyes and let's settle down and bring our senses to this moment. Can we do that together? It's not an order, not an humble appeal. If you wish to uh, follow it, it's totally up to you. We can take deep breath in and breathe out. Have a deep breath and breathe out. I'm sure there will be a flashes, a lot of thoughts come into your mind. But let them come and go. And as they go away, let's settle down to this moment of sharing, where we all have gathered to share something or the other. The last word in and breathe out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this with me. So, as I said, I'm just a dreamer and I dream my life away. Recently, we had seen Ozzy Osbourne doing his last gig, and this is one of his famous songs called Dreamer. So, this is a dreamer for you all. And I'm trying my best to slightly, get out of the monolith of the dreamers that are flourishing and mushrooming across. What Bhupen Hazarika said, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, who's also a Bharat Doctor of Assam, sometimes you need to change your plan in order to, hold the pulse of the people who have come all the way to listen to you or maybe have gathered you, because I have never experienced this whole idea of a speaker. Though a stage in my spiritual day, or to say hidden, where I come and I perform, but I think probably this is the first time I'll be speaking. So even though I had something in my mind, there were a lot of big guidelines given to me, but somehow listening to both of you, I am thrilled to change everything and start whatever comes to my mind impromptu. As a dreamer, I like reading books and watching films and listening to music. And let me share a few lines by this amazing professor, because we are here in the campus of Assam University, Silchar. His name is Professor John Keating. A few might know him, and a few of you may not know him as well. So he once said that we don't read or write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And human race is filled with passion. Somebody is also following the lines. So yes, human life or the human race is filled with passion. He also said law, medicine, engineering, these are all noble pursuits, in order to sustain life. But beauty, poetry, romance, love, and I just add a few more lines to it, which includes nature, music, cinema, and storytelling is something that makes our life, more beautiful, and we stay alive for it. So here I am, a storyteller, and there are a few more lines to this whole thing where he also quotes Whitman, and he said that, "O me, O life, O me, O life, of the questions of these recurring, of this endless strains, filled with a lot of faithlessness, a life where we are so after cities that is filled with foolish. What good amidst this all rhetorics?" But then he says, The answer lies in the very fact that we are here. That all of us are here for some reason, for some purpose, and that life exists. And our identity, all these are full of passion. And this play goes on, and in this play, we can always contribute a verse. And as he was saying these lines in a classroom, just like the classrooms we go to, he asked the question to his students that what will be your verse? Now this question kept in my mind for a long, long time, and it kept burning the fuel inside that what will be my verse to contribute in this whole magnum opus thing we call as life. And as my quest began, I somehow had the opportunity to come to this university called Assam University, Silchar, and became a student of the Department of Mass Communication. And I don't know what good it did to me, but one thing, I'll always be grateful to this university. And this thing is called Development Communication and Film Studies. These two subjects changed my life. It changed my perspective of how I was looking at life, or for that matter, cinema. You know, many people say the cinema is a means of entertainment and escape. But I realized after reading a book called Everybody Loves a Good Ron, anybody from Mass Comm department, you will know there was this amazing writer whose name is P. Sainath. And thanks to another professor who was part of this very university, Professor Arghadeep, that we were made to realize that how communication can be equally powerful and cinema can guide this module of communication to reach to more people. And hence we found stories like Pohe Pansadi by Shatrajit. And after moving out of Assam University, Silchar, I was also wandering here and there because the wanderer has always been there. And somehow I couldn't find myself being a part of the monolith of dreams like you mentioned, sir. And hence I choose to serve my pursuit of happiness by serving a film club, which happens to be the oldest film club of Northeast, or Guwahati Cine Club. And through that Cine Club, I came across my Eureka moment. And that Eureka moment is Green Hub. So let me tell you a little about Green Hub. Anybody who wish to take or pursue development communication, or for that matter, filmmaking. Green Hub is an initiative by Rustic Good Productions and Copies Network, also supported and funded by Rod and Pitt, where they nurture 20 individuals from Northeast. It started from Northeast and now it has spread across Western Himalayas and Central India, where they nurture 20 individuals to tell their own stories. Their story, like we said, sir, we live in a diverse country and Northeast is full of diversity. We have so many tribes, we have different cuisines, we have different folklores and folk songs. So Green Hub actually made us realize the beauty of diversity and how we can be the mouthpiece of our own community and our own identity. And as part of this journey, I got an opportunity. So Green Hub is a 1-year long program, but 3 months of incubation period. You get to get training on video making, photography, storytelling, editing, sound recording, and for the next 9 months, you had to intern. So my internship was with an organization called Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and Environment. And there I was put to live in this beautiful place called Manas National Park. And which is very close to the Buddha Pausers. And it also has an amazing tea state called Fatimabad Tea State, which also has seen a lot of sprites, because Manas is also one of those rare national parks which also had the shame of being a World Heritage Site in danger. It is a World Heritage Site, but it was because of the Bodo movement or the Bodo insurgency that it was declared as a World Heritage Site in danger. but it revived. So being in nature actually changed my life, and my true transformation began. And interestingly, it also results into 9 months, which is also the time we be in the womb of a mother. So to me, being in Manas National Park was like a rebirth. When I actually realized how powerful nature can be, how resilient nature can be, and at the same time, how healing and merciless nature can be. And it is then that I found my true connection of what I actually want to be. So Selma, it will take time. You'll never get to realize your true potential unless you are thrown into a situation. And for me, that situation was to be in Maharashtra. When I was a pet, people whose language I didn't understand, but I understand the value of empathy. I understood the value of humility. And all this thing teaches you beautifully by nature. And hence, I dedicated my life to produce films or to make films or to write songs that talks about our connection with nature. And in that process, like everybody was saying, that we go deep in our understanding of the things. And I realized how ever since the time of cave paintings, nature has inspired so many people to form art, whether it is Bob Dylan saying "Blowing in the Wind," or Paul Robson talking about "We are in the same boat," whether there will always be resilience, and this resilience comes from the very fact that we are part of nature. And during this course of time, we also had an opportunity to form a band called Pop Rockets India. And the very core essence of our band has been nature. We write for nature and we take inspirations of nature, and it has been nature that has been pushing us to do more music, more cinema, and to build a community which we strongly feel that something will be, because if there's no hope, then there will be a world which will be full of despair. So we really believe in that if there is still hope, and in order to spread the idea of hope, humility, and compassion, we are hopeful that all of us present here will spread the message of compassion. And for us, I'm still putting it as us because we have a tiny production house called Broadleaf Production. My partner, Gaurav Talukar, is also here, and we'll be doing a tiny bird walk tomorrow. Anybody who wishes to come and join us are free to join. So for us, nature becomes a very important tool to spread the message of love, compassion. And these values, we feel, are something which will remain even this perishable body goes. At the end of the day, whatever we achieve will just be a certificate of the words. But what we left behind are the values that we inculcate in our journey of life. I'm almost at the end of my, I don't know if we got in a speech, but again, coming back to John Keating, he said that, we all are in great need of some sort of validation. We need acceptance, but the acceptance has to come from within. You have to accept the very fact that if you and your beliefs are unique, you should not listen to the herd. If it says that your beliefs are odd, your beliefs are unpopular, it is bad. Because just remember that poem, back when we were kids in school, when Robert Frost said that, that two roads diverged at the wood. I took the path less traveled, and that has made all the difference. So please do not fear of choosing a path that might not be what everybody is going after, like just a lecture. So let's believe in our dreams and let them be unique. Don't let them be odd. And with that, I'd also like to thank the entire team of TEDxAssam University Silchar for giving us such a wonderful space to share, because in a time when there is so much of, bhaga daudi, when our attention span has come to 30 seconds, when we are in the cusp of the infinite scrolls, let's pause and reflect. Thank you so much. I really had a great time. I hope whatever I said could at least ignite some thought. If not, never stop believing in yourself. Thank you so much.